It's BK here. I think this is loud enough, but I'm just gonna send it. So it's 2 more days, almost 2 more days, 10 hours, 59 minutes, 48 minutes left on the game jam. This is Cube Clash, 2023. I'm not gonna say again, but instead we're going to just jump right into it. I just wanted to give an update on what's been going on. So I basically made a four-player game where each player is on a corner of the screen and they have different spells that they can cast, and the other players have to dodge them or reflect them, and you have to manage resources. So yeah, that's about the game. The big pieces of code exist in the game class, which essentially renders the state of the game and updates the visuals based on what's been going on the screen. So, we have basically a few different states: the screen, the tutorial, the lobby, the credits, and then the arena. So, this here will draw all the visual information on the screen, and then based on the player's position, it will reposition them. And then, we have our lobby. The other big piece of code we have is the caster class. This one is basically the interface between the input and what is happening. So when you move your character, the caster class will check update. Okay, so if we've pressed a button, then we're charging, and if we have mana, then we're gonna increase our charge, that kind of thing. When the button is released, then we cast the spell. That's kind of how it works, and then you can update the position. So depending on where you are or where you're casting, who your target is, and yeah, that's basically it. So this just sets its state based on the inputs that the player does. So it's different state, and then the game class reads and represents that state. That's about it. The big, hey, what did all the players do versus what we did is in this resolve frame class. I got really lazy because in order to declare a function, even if it's private, if you don't want it in the global scope, you have to go to your H file and then generate another class for the signature for your function. And I just didn't want to do that anymore, so I just have these long chunks of code that look really ugly, and it is what it is, but it's a game jam. So yeah, the resolve frame. I can't spell. Yeah, so this class here. So yeah, if we're casting, we're not casting anymore, and then we check to see who our target is, and then we attack them. That's basically it. This logic will get updated a bit more with some of the other ancillary rules, but that is the game. Let me show you what it looks like in the emulator. So this is kind of a little tutorial, because in the game you hold a button and then press a direction to cast the spell. So you kind of hold and then you go. So, oh shit. There we go. So yeah, you can select different characters. I can't remember what the key bindings for the other controllers were. There it is. Alright. So let's pick some characters. And then once you lock in and everybody's locked in, a 2-second timer essentially will start. And there it is. And then now we're in the game, so you can see we can, I don't know why that didn't work, but it seems to work with this one. Oh, there we go. So it looks like position 1 and 2 are messed up for this character. Okay, and then this one should move. Yeah, same. Just some math wrong or whatever. So yeah, L and R will change who you're targeting. So target 1 would be the red character, and then which position they're in you change when you hold the button. So when you're casting, you can press left, up, or right to change the position you're going to attack. So they're in position 1, so I'll attack with 1. So 15, release Y, should cast water. So that's kind of how the game works. Alright, well, yeah, that's not a lot left to do. There's a lot. There's still. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is there still is a lot to do, but not that much. We have about 2 days, 10 hours. So what I want to accomplish in these next couple days is to fix any bugs that are around, because there are a couple bugs, and I want to just make sure that those are all cleaned up. And then from there, I'm going to do some animations or visual representation of what the spells that are coming out are. And then I want to do a small tutorial and potentially add music. So that's music and sound effects, yeah. And I think then that'll be a wrap on the game. It's been a lot of fun, especially kind of learning C++. This is one of my it's like the third or fourth time actually using C++. The other times have been game jams with Unreal. So it's a lot different as far as like, how things work. I also wrote this controller class which reads inputs, and I found out how to do these pointers to functions. So you can assign a function to this input, and then it will just run all the functions assigned to that input. I didn't actually use this ability, but it's really cool. Having the ability to do a pointer to a function is essentially a delegate, and I quite enjoyed that. So, alright, yeah, this has been fun. If you enjoyed this content, please leave me a comment. Either way, a like and subscribe would help. I appreciate you, and have a great day.